YouTubers. So as of now, for the last couple months, I've been trying to find a toolbox. What I'm doing right now is I'm taking my garage from just kind of an unusable space and transforming it into a shop slash at-home garage shop space that I can do some of my projects in. And part of this is I need to find the correct toolbox. I need something that's got a lot of drawers because I've got a lot of tools that I want to be able to organize, and it's kind of useless if you have a bunch of tools and you can't find them. So I've really been wanting a nice toolbox for a long time. I haven't really had a nice one at home. I've always had one at the shop. As many of you guys know, many of my subscribers know, I'm a full-time auto mechanic. I have been for the last 20 years. So a lot of my stuff is automotive related, but as kind of a hobbyist, I'm into woodworking and doing projects at home as well. So I've got kind of a wide range of tools, from mechanics tools to woodworking tools. Now, as far as toolboxes, there's a ton out there. You've got the big box stores. They have their brands. Of course, Sears has the Craftsman line. In the professional auto mechanic world, what we're exposed to most of the time is, Snap-on, Cornwell, Matco, Mac. That's what, we've used for years and years. But kind of recently, probably in the last 5 years, there's been lots of other tool companies building some better boxes to compete with some of these top brands. Snap-on and Cornwell, Matco, no question, they build a phenomenal box. Anybody that says Snap-on doesn't build a good quality box is pretty well crazy. Snap-on makes a great quality box. The downside to owning a Snap-on box, unfortunately, is the price. They're a phenomenally built box, but you pay for them. So what I'm looking for out of a toolbox is going to be something that's a little bit more affordable, but has some of the quality of the Snap-on and the Cornwells. A toolbox is something that is an investment that's long-term. I could have this toolbox for the next 20, 30 years. So this is something that's going to need to hold up, having my tools in it, and needs to be of good construction. And I don't really want to outgrow it. I want this to be possibly the last major toolbox that I buy. But I'm not really wanting to spend, $10, $15, $20, $30,000 on a toolbox. I need to find something that's a little bit more affordable. So what I've been doing is I've been searching the internet. I've been using some of my experience looking at different brand alternatives. Of course, you've got toolboxes at Harbor Freight. You've got, toolboxes even at Costco and places like that. Most of these, like Craftsman and some of these other brands, just don't quite have the quality. So in other words, I've been searching the internet, I've been doing lots of phone calls, I've been talking to different toolbox manufacturers and looking for a company that I can team up with and build a relationship with my YouTube channel and find a high quality box. So what we're going to do today is we're going to run into the shop and talk to some of my mechanics and get their opinion on toolboxes and kind of just show you guys around of what I'm exposed to in some of the toolboxes that we use in the shop every day. All right, guys, so before we head into the shop, I just want to show you guys the garage and just kind of show you the current status that it's in now, so that I can show you kind of a before and after of what I'm going for and kind of just give you an idea of what things look like before I get started on the garage. All right, guys. You can see that my garage is a mess. What I'm going to be working on basically the rest of this year is actually updating this. I want to build this into a shop, something that I can, be at home, work on things and have a nice work area. Right now, I've got little freaking kittens in here. A couple babies. Oh, there's a little green one in there. Oh, shoot. Oh, so anyways, really just want a place I can come out, do my projects, you know, get to my tools real easily. I'm always kind of like finding my tools in all these different places, and you can see it's just kind of a mess. All right, guys, so we're inside my shop, and all my guys have different types of toolboxes. You've got Tool Vault. One of my guys has got this box here. In the for the shop box, we use this this Homak box. We keep a lot of the diagnostic equipment, scan tools, evap, leak detector, just diagnostic equipment in that cabinet there. And one of my lead technicians has a Cornwell Pro Series box. Real nice toolbox. It's like 75 inches wide. Another one of my technicians, lead guys, has got this snap-on box. This one's real deep, so it works really well at storing a lot of tools for the amount of width that you have. So if your stall's not real wide, this toolbox is going to work really well because you're going to be able to put a lot of tools in it for its width. The drawers are real heavy duty, and they're real big. The downside to it is if your stall's depth is not very good, it can be hard to get like long 4-door long bed trucks in your stall because of the depth. You don't have a whole lot of room between the car that you're working on and the toolbox. Primarily where my entry-level technicians work, and they do tires and brakes and that kind of thing. This is one of my newest guys' box. He's just starting out. He's going to school, and he picked up this tool cart here. These are really cool because you can move the cart to, you know, close to the car that you're working on and access your tools, you know, real quickly. And you can store a lot of tools in one of these tool carts. So if you're a technician just starting out, or you want a box for home, that's a great option. Another one of my entry-level technicians has this Cornwell Cart here as well. It's got a lot of drawers in it. This is actually my box that I bought when I was 19. I've had it for a gazillion years. I won't tell you how many years that is because then you guys know how old I am. But we primarily don't really use it other than to store stuff, or if I've got maybe a shop helper that's working for me, I've had them, you know, put a few tools in that box because a lot of times a shop helper might not have a toolbox like one of these yet. So I keep that around just in case we need it. I really don't work on cars too much anymore, so my box is just kind of stuck over here in the corner. I have a mobile tool cart like what these guys have. Occasionally I need to get out and assist with some diagnostics, or, you know, work on something if we're really busy. So I do like to have a box here at the shop, even though primarily I'm working in the office. I have this Mac toolbox here that I've really enjoyed. It's heavy duty, works well. It's you know, it actually fits a lot of tools for its size, and you can roll it around to the job that you're working on. I've got another technician that's been a technician for, gosh, I think 30 some odd years, and he bought a snap-on box back from, I think, the 70s, somewhere around there, and he has literally used the same box since when he started out virtually. He's had this thing for a ton of years. So as you can see, a toolbox is a long-term investment. Something you're going to want to get a good quality box that you can have for years and years and years. These drawers still open and close real smooth. It's amazing the amount of abuse that toolbox has gone through. 30 years of a professional mechanic, and still accommodating and working him just fine. Andrew.
Hey.
Buddy. So, what kind of toolbox do you have there, Andrew?
It's a Mac tool cart.
Okay. And how long have you been a technician?
A little less than a year.
Awesome. And what do you specifically like about the toolbox that you have here?
I really like how these slide.
Awesome.
So I can use...
You can put additional stuff up there in the top and then use this as like a working area or whatever.
Yeah. A lot of them like fold up and then all this space goes away. But this one you can keep all that space and then it has more storage under here.
Awesome.
Which is awesome. And I like that they're soft close.
Oh yeah, that's nice. Those are good drawers.
Yeah.
So why is it important to you to get a quality toolbox?
It's nice to have confidence in what you're pushing around and what's holding all your stuff.
Yeah, that's a good point. If you're going to push that thing around the box, you want it to, or around the shop, you want it to be stable and not fall apart.
Yeah.
From years of pushing a heavy, that's got to get pretty heavy with all the tools in it.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, any idea how much you have spent on your toolbox and your tools so far?
Yes. Probably just over $1,000.
Sweet. And you've probably made some pretty good scores, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
Pretty good deals, yeah. Because you've got quite a bit of stuff there for $1,000. But
yep.
How were you able to get those deals?
Well, I got all of my sockets and my ratchets and everything like in bulk. So I got one set that was like 350 piece or something like that. And that was like the bulk of my money. And then I bought all the screwdrivers at once. I just bought like the biggest of everything.
Cool. And you got your toolbox used, right?
Yep. I got it used.
Awesome. But it's still in really good shape, so.
Yeah. You can hardly tell.
All right.
It's the best way to go.
Great. Thanks, Andrew.
Thanks, Brian.
Buddy! You really enjoy doing this video, right?
Sure do.
Okay, good. So, what kind of toolbox do you have?
This one's a Cornwell Pro Series. It's not the top of the line, but it's not the bottom of the line.
All right. So how long have you been a technician?
Long time.
Long time? Like 6 months?
More like 16 years.
Okay, good. So why is it important to you to have a quality toolbox?
Because it's an investment where it holds a lot of your tools are your investment. If you don't have tools, you don't have a job. So you pay a lot of money for your tools, and you want something that can hold those tools, be able to lock them up. So you want something falling apart easily to be able to be broke into.
So what is it that you like specifically about this toolbox that you have now?
It has a lot of tool space. It's nice and wide. It's not too big, bulky or anything. So it's just I think it's just a good box.
Do you feel like the drawers are good quality?
Yeah, I think so. I think they can hold a lot of weight.
And then you like how it's a little bit shorter here for, shorter guys?
Yeah, it makes it a lot easier.
Yeah, well, it's got a nice working area on top to set stuff and put parts and
assemble things or whatever. So that's great. Any idea how much you spent on your toolbox and your tools combined?
Between the box and the tools, it's hard to say. It's probably between 20 to 25,000, something like that.
Yeah, that's probably what I'd guess too. And what do you think just on the box alone?
Almost $5,000.
Awesome, bro. Thanks, man.
No problem.
Jim, also known as Jason. How's it going, dude?
Good.
You got any rags in your toolbox?
Just in the cars.
Just where they belong.
So what kind of toolbox do you have?
A big old snap-on toolbox.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
How long have you been a technician?
I guess,
Since you were like 4?
yeah, maybe 7 years total.
7 years? Okay.
Maybe actually a little bit longer, I guess now.
Yeah. That's awesome. What do you like about your toolbox?
I just like that it has lots of room, super deep. And
Yeah.
Yep, that's basically it. Has lots of room, lots of drawers, so yeah, you're not like stacking tools on top of each other. So
Awesome.
that's what I guess a lot of boxes they'll sell them as having a lot of space, but if you don't have enough drawers, then you can't really organize your tools. So
That's a good point.
Yeah.
You can have the space there, but if there's
Yeah.
not very many drawers,
You're just stacking it on top of.
yeah, you can't be very organized. So why is it important to you to purchase a quality toolbox?
Oh, really? The only reason I even purchased it was because Snap-on was the only one that would let me get one. So
Sweet.
yeah, so I'll pay for it.
Okay. So any idea how much you spent on your toolbox?
5,500.
5,500. Okay. Any idea how much on your toolbox and tools combined?
Maybe 20 grand, maybe probably more.
Okay. Good, dude.
Oh yeah.
Thanks for your input on toolboxes, bro. All right, guys, I'm super excited. I found an awesome toolbox. Homak ended up being the brand of choice. I've done a lot of research on Homak toolboxes, and I've actually owned a couple. I had a service cart for quite a while, and then I've got another Homak cabinet in the shop right now. So after doing all my research, I felt that Homak built one of the best quality boxes for the money. The boxes are made really, really sturdy. They come with an 8-year warranty. They have ball bearing slides on the drawers. Super high quality. It's got a ton of options here. I've also got this box, this cabinet here, service carts. Ultimately, I really feel that Homak is probably the best toolbox for your money. I've gone through every type of brand out there, doing research on them, checking them out, going to all the stores, opening the drawers, pulling them in and out, just looking at the construction of them. I really feel that Homak does a phenomenal job for the money, and that's why I ended up choosing Homak. They were my first choice. I met up with Homak and asked them if they wanted to team up with DIY Bri, and ultimately they're providing some of the cost to these toolboxes, so big thanks to Homak. Even though they gave me a great deal on these boxes to be part of the DIY channel, they were ultimately my #1 choice. Out of all the toolboxes out there that I could have went with, after my research, Homak was definitely my first choice and who I went after. And I'm super glad they wanted to team up and seen the value in DIY Bri and my YouTube channel, and super glad that they were able to send this baby to me. So stay tuned for the next few videos. I'm going to be reviewing each one of the boxes, this box here, and showing you what's hidden behind this cabinet here, and I'm going to go through and kind of show you guys my tools and and all the features of this toolbox here, and also the service carts. I'm also going to be going through and doing, adding a Homak workbench, some organizers. So make sure you stay tuned the next few weeks and see what I've got coming out to review these boxes. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Right now I'm in the middle of this project of redoing the garage at my house, and you can see this thing's looking super nice compared to what it was at the beginning of the video. Super happy with the way this is turning out. Make sure you check out the rest of the videos, like for the epoxy floor. That's a great video. Doing the textured walls, adding the shop lighting. So there's some good videos at how I kind of transform my at-home garage here. And I've got a lot of ideas that I'm going to be adding some stuff to this garage and different tools, and I want to put in a dust collection system, put a compressor room outside. So I've got a lot of ideas, a lot of projects I'm going to be working on. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and keep watching as I transform this garage, and of course all my DIY videos, and stay tuned for all those projects as well. Thanks for watching, and subscribe to the channel.